Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I go by the name Auma and I will be doing recaps for Love Island USA. So I am going to start with episode 8. I know I'm a little bit late to the party, but again, if you're not watching Love Island this summer, what the hell are you doing with your summer? So, yes, let's just start off from episode 8. First of all, I would like to make it very clear. These are my opinions. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. I know how the internet works, so don't come for me. First of all, let me just get this out there. Melanie, we all know Melanie plays too much and she's been playing too much, but we also do have to agree that in the first, I think, episode 1 and 2, she wasn't the Melanie that we know right now, the Mel we know right now. And I feel like after that challenge, like something in her just clicked. And I feel like, again, because when she started this season, the first episode, she talked so much about her insecurities, about how when she connects to a guy, for some reason, like, it always doesn't work out. And the minute she's all in, the guy somehow ends up pulling out. And I think that she was doing way too much in order to make Cynthia be all in fast before she can be all in too. And the she backfired on her. Again, my opinion and my opinion alone, I don't trust a light skin chick. I don't trust a light skin guy, to be honest. And because they always want, in most cases I've seen, they always seem to want to humble you. They always want to seem like they are the prize. And Melanie thought that she won. She didn't win. She didn't win. And the minute that guy saw her being messy, moving all around the villa, he was like, bet. You want to play with me? Two can play the game, and I am going to show you exactly how this game is supposed to be played. Now, I know he's come to his confession and he said that I don't want to do the tit for tat thing. That's not me. Blah, 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 blah. That's you. That's you. Now, during this whole episode 8, we saw exactly how Cynthia moved, and that is the core of Cynthia. Like, again, in these reality shows, in the beginning, people feel like they can actually, like, convince people or gaslight people into like these models or these forms of people they are not. But as time goes by, your true character is genuinely going to show. Now we've seen, because he says he always leaves his roster open even when in relationships sincere, and now that he's in the villa, he's doing the same thing. Now the problem is that Saul and Melanie are in the same place, so he can't hide this shit through messages or so on and so forth. He has to do it when they are there, and that's why you see when he's going to talk to Saul, he finds places that are very secluded, or like you have to walk by a long way before you get there, because the guy is used to hiding shit. Now, for who? Saul? Girl, I don't think this is your first rodeo, to be honest. You know why I don't think it's your first rodeo? Because I could see the shit that how you were looking at Melanie and Cynthia when they were having their conversation. I know. This is not your first rodeo. I've seen that look so many times, to be honest. And I know it. I know it. I know when a side bitch looks at you wanting to take your place and they know they can't take your place. So you know what? They're going to make sure they irritate you so that you can get off that spot, so that they can stay in that spot. I know a side bitch when I see one. No shade to Saul. I'm just saying that is exactly what I saw there. And I could also see it even in the dressing room. Like, if you didn't come with any malice or so on and so forth, you could have just gone to the girl and say, you know what, I know you found us, because especially after when she found you at Speak Easy, you could have gone and say, you know what, I've been talking to Cynthia, I find Cynthia attractive and so on and so forth. and I've been getting to know Sincere. Like, I hope it's not a problem. Like, I'm also here looking for a genuine connection and so on and so forth. And also Mel, like, I don't understand what's going on with Mel. Why the hell would you ask Jen if Soul has a connection with Sincere? Why not ask Sincere? Are you afraid of her? Like, it doesn't make sense. Why not ask her if she actually has a connection with Sincere instead of going through her friend? And even after that, when you were out there dressing up, you could have pulled like Saul aside and asked, okay, like, I've seen you having like conversations with my guy, so how is it going? Do you like actually like him, or so on and so forth? Are you open to exploring him? Are you exploring other people, or you are just stuck on Sincere? Like, you could have asked, because at the end of the day, it's a game. Sincere ain't your man. That is something that you are both, I don't want to say competing for, but that is someone that you are both interested in, and you cementing or securing him secures your place on Love Island, which again, as much as you have come to found love, there is also fame with it. There is also like brand deals and so on and so forth. So the longer you stay, the longer your chances of actually making this a career, even if the love goes. Because one thing about love is something that you can never depend on fully. Now, let me talk about Jen. I'm so upset that I didn't actually see Jen and Gabriel having conversations like this episode. I actually wanted to see that. I don't know if Gabriel was like scared because of Beatrice's reaction, or was he not just into it? He just wanted his 2 minutes, 2 seconds of fame, and that's it. Like, I'm confused. I'm hoping to see that in episode 9 if they actually do have conversations, because Gabriel made it very clear that he connected with Jen. Do I trust that man? Absolutely not. Because I do believe if there is another bombshell on episode 9 or 10, Gabriel will be right there asking for a kiss. So hell no. But then again, I'm going to give the man a chance, the benefit of doubt, and actually see if he genuinely has a connection with Jen. He did the same shit with Kenzie. I didn't see that going anywhere. I guess because Kenzie didn't want to ruffle feathers with Beatrice and decided to settle for Corbin. But then again, I also can't trust Kenzie, and I will get to her. So yeah, Gabriel got to go. I want to see if he actually has a genuine connection with Jen and will stick to Jen. But if he doesn't, Gabriel got to go. Episode 9, he has to go. Because I didn't see anything. Now, let me go to Beatrice. I don't like Beatrice. I don't like Beatrice because I don't like a typical bitch. I don't like one. I don't like a typical chick who goes from can't be able to stick to one thing. If you don't like someone, don't like someone. Like, I don't do fake shit. I can be cordial with you, but I don't do fake shit. I don't show fake concern. I don't show fake happiness. I don't show fake sadness. I don't do that shit. And Beatrice does a lot of that. Because how the hell does she see Melanie act out, quickly run to, who was it, Anaya, to ask what's going on, and then say that she's doing way too much, she's being too emotional, let the guy like do whatever he wants to do, this is Love Island, what did she expect? And then later on, when Melanie comes back down, she's there asking her, don't cry please, like, it's not worth it, she's just a shiny toy, he's just playing with it, just let it be, and so on and so forth. And then when she finds out that Melanie had a chat with Corbin, what does she do? She suddenly wants to speak with Corbin. Corbin, Corbin, whoever, Corbin, whoever, Corbin. She suddenly wants to talk to Corbin, and then now she goes there, and then somehow the conversation ends up about Melanie because that is exactly what she wanted to do. She wanted to poison that tree. She wanted to poison Melanie and Corbin's tree, and she was acting like she wanted to know Corbin. No, hell no, you didn't want to know Corbin. Like, we've seen the only two guys you've been interested in, and they all have the same like characteristics. They all fall under one clan. So again, you've never had interested in any of those other guys. They're not your type. So unless someone from Latin America finally shows up, that is the person you're going to go for next. Other than that, there is nobody in there that's your type. There is nobody there that you want to explore. Please don't piss me off and act like there is one. There isn't. So sit down and mind your own business and let your man roam around the way he has been roaming around. Now next, let's talk about Anaya. Anaya girl, I love you. I love you. I love you so much. But you are a bore. You are a bore because then again, I felt like you would have done so well with Sean, and then you let that go, and I was pretty disappointed. And then now with Casey, you basically weaponized your tears. And then when I went to like your social media pages and when I went through your social media pages, I understood it. I understood it because you know that you were supposed, again, if you really wanted to trust Casey, you could have let Casey at least have a conversation with Saul for Casey to know whether that is something that he can be able to pursue or not pursue. The fact that you weaponized your tears and made that man stick by you, scared to explore, just means that you are giving him an opportunity that when he goes to Casa Amor, he's going to have the opportunity to explore because you are not going to be around and you are going to hate him for that. And that will be too late into the game because you would have been way deep into that relationship. It was better off if you did it now because now he'll be scared to explore any relationship if you're there because he's afraid to be the one to make you cry. Now that was a bitch's move, to be honest. I didn't like it. I still like you, but I didn't like that. And I also didn't like that Casey let you have your way because he could have stood tall and said, okay, you know what? I respect our connection. I respect what we have been building, but I want to see because with Saul, she's the first bombshell that has gotten here that has actually ruffled my feathers, and I would like to see if there's something there. Just that. If she's going to be mad, let her be mad. Other than letting her bully you, basically like push you into something that you are not fully 100% comfortable in. Like, no, please. Still love you both. Still want the two of you to go to the end. But I didn't like that Anaya shit weaponizing her tears. I didn't like it at all. Like, there was no reason to. Now, for Kenzie girl, like, I don't know, are people repressed so much in, where did she say she comes from? I'm forgetting. Like, are people so repressed there? Because again, the only thing that I have seen her talk about mostly is her getting her panties wet and her getting her heart flattered, her getting butterflies in her stomach, and so on and so forth. I don't know anything about her, to be honest, apart from where she comes from and her being a dancer. Have I had her have very deep conversation with someone? Absolutely not. And that is making me feel like she's probably not on Love Island to actually find love. Maybe she just wants to have a very raunchy summer, like have fun, spread wings, spread legs, and that's it. Again, no shade to Kenzie. I'm just saying, because I've not had her have any genuinely like deep conversation. So for her to come out and ask Melanie that Melanie isn't doing enough to get Sincere, I'm like, that why weren't you doing enough to get Zach? Because your man was taken the same way with the bombshell. Where was you doing enough then? You are not doing enough, were you? No. So who the hell do you think you are to tell Melanie that she ain't doing enough with Sincere? You jumped onto the next man, who was Sean. After Sean jumped onto the next man, who was Corbin. After Corbin, you jumped onto the next man, who was Caleb. And now you are doing Caleb Corbin, Caleb Corbin, Caleb Corbin. So yeah, you're not the one to give the advice. So chill out. Chill out. Now, for Kenzie, I don't know. Do I think that she is going to find love in the house or on Love Island? I feel like she might. Like, actually think, sit down, and actually think whether she's there for actual love or not for love, or she's just there to test different flavors of men that she has never tasted ever, because she probably maybe comes from a very white town and has only had white men, and now she's had a taste of a Spanish man, a black man, that. I think she needs to take time and self reflect, and then she will find a man. Other than that, she will always find a man that pulls her for a chat or acts like he's like into her. Like, she will always find that man attractive. Now, for Corbin, I think his name is Corbin. For Corbin, the only reason that this episode he finally feels like he wants to explore Melanie is because he knows Melanie is vulnerable, and he knows that Caleb is Kenzie's type and Kenzie might choose Caleb. So Melanie will pick him if Saul picks Sincere. So that's the only reason. Because the way he was talking about her in the last episode, episode 7, and the way he looked at her, I don't think he's interested in Melanie. He's only interested in Melanie because Melanie is playing second fiddle to Kenzie. Because again, I don't also think that he's interested in Kenzie, to be honest. That's for another topic. But I feel like the only reason now he suddenly has interest in Melanie and wants to get to know Melanie and wants to kiss Melanie is because he knows that if chance be, and that's why he smashed Kenzie. He smashed Kenzie to be able to make Kenzie like feel like, okay, do I leave this guy and choose Caleb after we've smashed? I will look like a bee. So let me just pick Corbin. And Corbin is 2 steps ahead because it's like, okay, if the smashing didn't actually work, maybe I can have Melanie still make me stay in this island when I wait for someone else who I can ride through this experience with to get what exactly I want to get. Let's talk about Keida and Zach. Do I feel like Keida and Zach are actually a match? Absolutely not. I feel like Keida is way more into Zach, and I feel like Zach is way more into the Black Queen. I feel like Zach would have a better relationship with Trinity than the one he has with Keida. I feel like he would worship the feet of Trinity. I don't think he's into Keida. I don't think he's into Keida, and that's why he's just cruising, and that's why he's closed off. Because then again, he's not the girl he wants is with his friend. So he's going to cruise with Kaida until when they are booted off the island. Or unless Love Island brings him a very dark melanin queen, then he'll be off. Kaida starts. He'll be away. That's not his type. That's not his type. That's not even just his type. He's just not interested in her the way she is interested in him. Now for Trinity and Bryce, I don't know. I don't know for Trinity and Bryce, because in the beginning, to be honest, I felt like Trinity was in Love Island not to find love. I felt like she was just there to showcase herself, to showcase her personality, and that's it. The love thing was just going to be a bonus, but I thought that whoever she ended up with, they wouldn't last outside the house, because I felt like that is not what she came for. Now, I have seen, like, as the episodes progress, I have seen that she wants to find something, because again, if you are somewhere whereby people are in love and are forming connections and are getting to know one another, you will basically feel like, okay, maybe I need to find that too. And I feel like that is the point where she is at now. Now, do I feel like her and Bryce would last? No, because I feel like Bryce is also like, okay, Trinity is the only person that has picked me, so you know that he's settling. I feel like both of them are settling. I feel like Zach now saying that, not Bryce. I want Zach and Trinity together so bad, like, y'all don't even know. Now, I feel like Bryce and Trinity are settling for one another. I feel like Bryce wouldn't be able to get anywhere with Trinity, even if they go to the end and win this show. I don't think they will ever go anywhere, because I don't feel like Bryce will ever understand Trinity, because Trinity has like this hard exterior, like she doesn't care. She's not a lover girl. She's not all this. And I feel like Bryce is the same, and at the end of the day, they will always doubt if they actually do love one another, because one person has to always reassure the other one, and the both of them can do that. I feel like they both want someone to reassure them every single time that I love you, you are so special, oh my god, you are so handsome, like I can't stop kissing you, I can't stop touching on you, or like, oh my god, I go crazy about you. I feel like both of them need that. But both of them together, it's not going to work. It's not. And for Bryce to think that he has a better shot with Kaida, like, that's a joke. It's a joke. I don't think that Kaida would even give him the time of day. Even if Zach dropped her today's start, I think she will quickly run for Corbin and Casey before she ever goes to Bryce. That's just me. Now, another partnership or like thing that I wanted to see grow was Anaya and Caleb. Am I crazy? Like, I feel like those two would look gorgeous together. I feel like they will look perfect together. I feel like they are both very like family oriented, which is very, very amazing. I feel like they both carry themselves pretty well. And I feel like, again, Caleb, from the few, I think, 2 episodes we've seen of him, I think like he has a lot of respect for women. He has a lot of respect the way he carries himself. Like, I didn't believe that Bryce asked Zach on national TV, like, would you smash Jen? Like, seriously? You went there to find love, not to find people you would smash. The So yeah, and I do believe that Zach, Anaya, and Caleb, I know it might be very unconventional for maybe Caleb. I don't think it's very unconventional for Anaya, because Anaya looks like she has dated some whiteness somewhere. I feel like she has dated some swirl. There has been some swirl in her life. I feel like she should get to know Caleb. I feel like she should get to know Caleb, and I feel like that will be very dope. I feel like them getting to know one another, they will find out that they actually have like things in common, because Caleb is a very hands-on person. Anaya is someone who has been in the like athlete sports industry. So very active person. I feel like they will actually make a cute couple, and I feel like those babies drop dead gorgeous. Like Anaya and Caleb, what are you guys doing? Like, get to know one another. So if you've gotten to the end of this video, thank you for watching. Let me know in the comment section what your thoughts about like Love Island episode 8 is, and about the couples. Do you agree with all the couples that have been formed now? Who do you think is going to be dropped next? I hope they drop Bear first, to be honest, because again, I don't do with a chick who gaslights other chicks. Like when she was giving advice to Zach on how to talk to Kenzie, he was basically telling Zach to go gaslight Kenzie. I don't think Beatrice soulmate is in the house, because her favorite place, she said, is the female's dressing room. So that tells me everything I need to know. So yeah, bye.